everyone, thank you for being here. This is Dawn Burgeons, Dawn Burgeons Tarot with your March 2022 reading. This is going to be for water signs. I'm going to start, I guess, with the sign of Cancer. Then we'll follow with Scorpio and we will end with Pisces. I will timestamp below, either in the comments or in the description. So, yeah. This is a general reading, so of course, take what fits, leave what does not. So let's go ahead and get ready to dive right in to the sign of Cancer. If you like the content, please do like, share, subscribe, or leave a comment below. It would be greatly appreciated. So yeah, thank you for being here and let's get started. Okay, Cancer. So let's go ahead and see what we have for you guys today. Thank you again for being here. Cards have been pre-shuffled. Okay, so we have High Priestess. We have Nine of Wands. And we have Princess of Cups. So we do have some water energy. We also have Sagittarius in the mix as well. So you may have Sagittarius in your chart, or you may be dealing with someone who is a Sagittarius, but it's neither here nor there. It could just be the energy, of course. I'm feeling that there is someone who is needing to implement a certain level of tact or within a situation. I feel like Spirit is kind of nudging to someone to stay in a higher vibration throughout these times. Not to let whatever is going on to affect you, to wear you down. I mean, I know it's a lot of times it's easier said than done, you know. Sometimes no matter how hard we try, you know, things kind of chip away, you know, inside of us internally, kind of bit by bit. But I'm just being led to say that it's not worth, whatever this is, it's not worth sacrificing your sanity, your freedom, your life, your livelihood behind this individual or this situation that is at hand. I'm feeling that there's someone who is having to be very strong throughout this time, and I'm feeling like that, you know, for some people this is a relationship that I'm getting, because I'm getting a sense of a new and burgeoning love coming on the heel end of all of this. But as it stands, I'm feeling like there's a current situation that is causing some friction. And for those that, I guess, the relationship situation, it may not apply because it's a collective, but it could be, you know, within a particular circumstance. It could be something going on within your household or your dwelling, your family, your roommates, or it could be a situation in your job where you're not feeling the camaraderie. You know, you're feeling like a target. You're feeling like it's getting harder to go in like every day, but you know that you need this, you know. I'm getting that vibe for someone, and I'm led to say to you know, sometimes when we're kind of in a situation or in a regimen, we kind of become complicit. Like, you know, things may be going bad, but it's like we don't have the energy to keep looking for something else, because it's like we're just kind of resigned to this new way of being now. I mean, this new routine that we're in. But but this is just a stop on your journey, and I'm just being led to say for someone not to become too comfortable in this, you know. I know society a lot of times will have you believe, you know, a lot of times, especially when it comes to jobs, you know, like it's not good to job hop, or it's not good to, you know, you're supposed to keep something and stay stable, but it's also not good to sit in a toxic environment. And it's good to find your passion. It's good to find something that is going to make you, you know, what where you feel like you fit in, you have something to contribute. So I'm getting that for someone as well. That this is just one stop on your journey, and to keep looking, keep pressing forward, for the next best thing. But yeah, so yeah, I'm getting that, you know, someone is going to have to tap into their higher frequency, call upon spirit, meditate, stay positive and upbeat, uplifted, do things that make you happy in your downtime. Um, I don't care. I mean, it could be something as basic or simple as a favorite TV show, like, or a favorite like an influencer or something like that that you kind of are connected to, and that makes you like feel lighthearted. Or it could be an activity, you know, that you enjoy, or like shopping, or you know, just find some time to take some time to yourself to kind of channel these energies, because I'm feeling like there's someone who is really in a very miserable state of mind right now. So they need an offset, something to kind of offset that energy or vibration, if that makes sense. So let me get a few more. I knew that tower was coming. I promise you, I felt that energy. I felt it. I felt it. I felt it. As soon as I threw out that Hierophant, I knew that tower was coming. I'm talking to myself. We have the Hierophant. We have the Tower. And we have Princess of Swords. Okay. So we have some Taurus energy. We also have some fire and air as well. And so I'm feeling like this is saying that, of course, whenever this tower comes forward, it's time to assess the foundation in a situation. I'm feeling like there's someone who is trying to keep everything together on their own. This could be an internal battle, meaning that, like, outside looking in, no one is really privy to the things that you may be dealing with, but it's kind of something that's going on inside. Or for some people, it may be, you know, also in a physical sense as well. But regardless of which end of the spectrum you may fall on, I'm just feeling like there's someone who's trying to hold everything together all on their own. This in a relationship situation, this may be, you know, where you're just, it's like you're the one that's taking care of everything. You're the one that's putting in the work. And again, like, the roles could be reversed as well. So it depends on, you know, you'll have to kind of see how it fits for your particular situation. But yeah, someone is doing all of the work. They're the ones doing all of the texting, all of the communicating, or attempts to communicate. And, you know, things like that. And that, of course, relationships are a two-way street. You know, it can't just fall on the back of one person. And this is falling beneath this Nine of Wands energy, which is further indicating to me that someone is, it feels like they're fighting this battle alone, or holding everything together alone. But also, just like this Nine of Wands indicates, you know, there's a learning opportunity. There's growth in this. There is an evolutionary process that comes with challenges like this. It makes us far more aware of what to avoid in the future. Once we're out of these situations, we know what to look for. Like this High Priestess energy suggests, you know, it's about getting to a higher level of consciousness. That means seeing beneath the surface and the facades of people and situations, and how people can kind of present themselves as one way and they're really not. So yeah, so I'm saying this to say, just let don't be afraid of the fall. Like you see these hands, they're kind of like wrapped around this particular depiction of the tower and that structure. It's time to just release it. It's time to let everything fall. So and rip that band-aid off, because the quicker you allow it to happen, the quicker the smoke will clear, the debris and the air will clear, and you will have a new opportunity, like this Princess of Cups, a new love, a new opportunity that what word am I looking for? Oh, there's the word I'm looking for. I can't think of it right now, but yeah, allowing the new, out with the old, in with the new, is what I'm being led to say. This Hierophant energy beneath this High Priestess energy is very interesting to me as well. I'm feeling like if this is a situation where you're, like I mentioned, the job situation, or feeling like you're so out of alignment with where you should be, there's probably a hobby, or like a hobby, a thought, be it a forethought or an afterthought, but there's a something, the wheels have been turning, like there's something that has stroked your interest. You may not know how to go about the process, you may not know where to start, but I'm being led to say that this is something that is worthwhile. It's worth investing the time and the effort into finding out more about it. It's time to start carving your own path. This is something that is going to end in like something, like, if because it's Hierophant energy, it's about being kind of, at times, about being like, what's the word I'm looking for, like having a blessing on something, a stamp of approval from someone who is able to make that decision. It's a so to speak. That's one loosely, that's one loose translation of it, or at least how I perceive it. So it's saying that someone's going to sign off on this situation for you. Like, this is going to be, it's going to work out in your favor in the long run, and it's going to be very like, I'm hearing the term like seal the deal. Like, this person is going to be able to seal the deal. So definitely, like I mentioned before, don't become complacent. Don't get comfortable. Keep looking for that next best thing, or for that thing that's like kind of weighing on your heart to do. Albeit business, a new job, a new career, school. You maybe have been thinking about going back to school for a particular thing, so, and this is giving you the go ahead. For some people, this could, if there's a marriage, I'm feeling like there may be like a divorce that may be pending, or maybe kind of in the beginning stages. But I'm being led to say that it's going to be okay, not to feel defeated behind this. Of course, it feels like death, whenever you're going through it. But trust me, and I've gone through this, I've firsthand, but I look back now and I'm just like, whoa, it's like a movie. If I feel so far removed from it, and I feel so thankful for coming through it, and feeling, and I feel renewed now. It feels like a totally different, like, again, I feel so detached from it. It's hard to even believe that that's the stage that I went through. So you'll get over it. Things will get better. You will heal, and you will be a better person for it. This Princess of Swords energy, it's just about like this person, and I found it interesting that this Prince of Swords is beneath the Princess of Cups, because the Princess of Cups, she's like more of the type of person that romanticizes and daydreams, and the Princess of Swords, she's more about, the, like, come on, let's, that's all fine and well, but let's think about this. Let's weigh the options. Let's look at this a little more deeply. Let's, let's get our stuff together. She's thinking a little more head over heart. So I'm feeling that there's a lot of balance going on. Like, when you're looking at this High Priestess energy and the Princess of Cups with the Princess of Swords, I'm feeling like it's about balancing energies and not being led too far one way or the other. Not being too emotional about it, but not, overthinking it either. Like, just finding a perfect culmination in order to propel your life forward, as Spirit has, to attain what this universe has in store for you. I feel like it's time to look beyond, because we do have free will, and we tend to make decisions based on our own kind of, you know, on different variables. It depends on you, but it's about using, really kind of meditating and getting in alignment and attuned to spirit. And and to kind of step out of ourselves. We need to rid ourselves of those patterns of the same type of people, the same types of situations, going through these revolving doors that never lead to anywhere. Is what I'm being led to say. So let this Tower moment happen. It may not be as detrimental for some as for others, but whatever it can, it can be something very mundane, but it's just the concaving of a situation. It's the end of something that you've been trying to hold on to. It could be a thought, it may not even be a physical situation, but something that's just not working out, that's trying to clear itself on its own so the universe can bring in what is meant for you. So open your eyes, ask for discernment and an awakening to be able to see things a little more clearly. Spiritual growth, that's the card that we got. So yeah, I feel like someone needs to, I feel like there's just someone who needs to just kind of humble themselves for a little while. I feel like this is a person that may be very headstrong, who may feel like they have it all together, but like when little instances occur, that it may affect them more than the average person, because this person, feels like they're beyond it. You know what I mean? Like this type of thing shouldn't be happening to them because they have it together, but I'm feeling like there's an element that's missing, and that is the connectivity to spirit. Like I mentioned, there's a lot of indication to that here, especially with this angel card that is suggestive of such. So yeah, just get more in tune to spirit. Listen to your heart. I'm being led to say, don't just listen to what people say. Listen to the things they're not saying. Observe the things that they're doing. Like don't be deceived. This Princess of Swords energy. Don't allow yourself to be deceived or manipulated or gaslit. Think with that third eye energy. Yeah, just like in this, you see that forehead. Her forehead is kind of illuminating, as is this eye that is above that tower. It's yeah. Just be mindful, as is in this High Priestess card. It's not just about us. I mean, there is another entity out here that is that's here with us. So we need to acknowledge it. Going forward, we need to acknowledge it whenever we're making very important decisions as to who we bring in or what we bring into our lives. So that's what I have for you guys, Cancer. I hope that made sense. If so, let me know. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye. Okay, Scorpio. Cards have been pre-shuffled. See what we have for you guys today. Thank you for being here. So to start, we have Ace of Disc or Pentacles, however you prefer to frame that. We have Judgment. And we have the Hermit. So, of course, with Ace of Disc or Ace of Pentacles, that is synonymous to a new opportunity, typically involving like resources. Also meaning, because Pentacles is symbolic of earth, which is our foundation, is what we stand on. So this could be, new opportunities just overall, in regards to a new foundation being set. This could be maybe after a tower moment has happened, something pretty devastating that has occurred for someone. And spirit is saying, okay, now is the time to move on into something new, into calmer waters, into better air, new environment, a new feeling. It's time to let go of all of the grudges, all of the baggage and the heartache that you are carrying from this situation. I'm being led to say, you can't heal in the same place where you got sick. So it's time to make some decisions to heal. It's time to make the decision to heal. If someone has mistreated you or done you wrong in some type of way, first of all, of course, you should completely detach. And by completely, I do mean completely. I mean, even if someone is to communicate with you or send you a text message and you send back, I'm not speaking to you anymore, that's still engaging. I mean, literally just cut it off. Like, I know there's people out here that they probably think I'm dead because I haven't responded to them in years and I never will, I'm not going to give credence to that. I'm not going to give them the satisfaction of that, So yeah, and I know ghosting, it kind of gets a bad rap, but in some situations, that's the best way to go. It means you're serious, and also it's just it's like there's no point in holding on to something that's not good for you, to any extent. This Hermit card is definitely kind of piggybacking what I said earlier about kind of separating yourself from this energy that has transpired in the past. And that's what I'm getting. I'm getting that there's someone who is taking time away from someone. And of course, a lot of times these are relationships, but this could be familial or family issues. Maybe like a tyrannical father or a narcissistic mother or vice versa. That have been a part of your life to some extent, maybe out of necessity or just out of, the routine, but now you're starting to see things for what it is and you don't want to be attached to that anymore. Like they're too opinionated, or you just feel like, you guys are totally different people. So those are a couple of scenarios that I'm getting. Just so it's like you're branching off. I'm getting that there's been a lot of judgment for some people coming from people that maybe you wouldn't expect it to come from. And criticism, so it's something that you're freeing yourself from. And it could also be like kind of saying that there is new opportunity. Like, don't be afraid to kind of go off and do your own thing. The spirit and the universe is going to keep you. As long as you're in kind of alignment, they're going to keep you. You're going to have the things you need, albeit foundationally or financially as well. Let's get a few more cards for Scorpio. I'm feeling like there's also someone, as I'm shuffling, I'm getting this, that puts too much, like they're kind of like a workaholic, like it's always about money, 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 money. I'm being told to say that for someone, it's like nothing's ever enough. It's like they're just on this hustle, and I'm being led to say for someone to just chill a bit, take time to be grateful for what you do have, practice some humility, and don't stress yourself out, trying to accumulate all of the, I'm not saying, of course, because we do need money, but I'm just feeling a vibe of just like excess, like someone is just always, like that's all they think about, like they're neglecting family, or loved ones or relationships. They're not taking the time to enjoy what they have or the people in their lives, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm also getting at random, so yeah. Okay. So we have Five of Swords, Four of Discs, and we have Seven of Swords. So we have a lot of Aquarian energy. We also have Capricorn as well, but yeah, we have a lot of Aquarian energy. So yeah, so this Five of Swords is like it's saying, I'm being led to say that it's not worth it. That may be kind of in relation to the scenario that I mentioned regarding just working in excess, money, 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 money. That's all we think about, neglecting our family or kids or loved ones because you're always working, working, working. I'm feeling like for some people, yeah, it's like, okay, because you know, in the original, in the depiction of this card, it's about, you know, taking something from someone else, leaving them with nothing, but there's still a sense like it still doesn't feel like a victory. You know what I mean? It still feels like, because even though you're acquiring something, there's still an air of it's like in this particular situation, I feel like, you know, you're taking time and love and well, quality time and love away from someone else in order to get the things that you feel like make you feel something. Or how am I trying to word this? Just don't be greedy, you know. Don't let the you know, the necessity for the things that we need turn into a level of greed. And don't compromise, you know, your family and loved ones for that greed, because it's like, you know, you have people that live their whole life just trying to get, you know, to the next tier, and it's like, what are you going to do with all this? And then, you know, once they're gone, it's like, yeah, I mean, they have left something behind, but it's like, what type of quality of life have they had, is what I'm feeling. Also, I'm feeling like this is the kind of the dynamic regarding the relationship that I mentioned, feeling like, you know, it's time to just let go of what has happened or transpired in the past, and walk in full faith, knowing that, you know, you can do this on, even as an independent on your own. This could be someone who is used to kind of relying on people, and even if it's something that you seek, like if a relationship is what you seek, or kind of like that conventional household, you know, where you have like one person who's taking care of the household or paying the bills, and the other one may be the homemaker, or if you want the type of relationship where it's like a 50-50 thing and you guys are both working, however you want. I feel like that's definitely within the realm of what is available to you. But I am feeling like, again, you have to let go and heal from the old baggage. This Four of Pentacles is synonymous in this particular situation to I'm feeling like there's someone who needs to be investing more into their households. Because if you notice in this particular depiction, this Four of Pentacles, they're inside of this little pavilion-like structure, and they are storing their pentacles. You look inside, there's like a garden flourishing inside of that dwelling. The sky is blue inside of the dwelling, and it's like they are very honed in on that pinnacle and working and bringing that in. And so that's what I'm getting. I'm feeling like for some people is saying, okay, take this time to, you know, to find something you like to do and start saving your money, and working on building your foundation, like credit and things like that. I'm feeling like for some people, this is indicating that maybe they've had a stingy lover in the past that were only kind of focused on themselves. And this could be maybe the breakdown of the relationship that I mentioned. I was saying it as two different situations, but the person, like there could be a relationship that has ended because the partner was a selfish person, because they were more interested in their hustle or in what they were doing on the side, and they couldn't fully invest into you guys' relationship. I think that's what I'm getting. And the Seven of Swords energy. Yeah, I'm thinking that there could be like an air of like manipulation. You may feel like maybe you were used for something. You may feel like for some people, there like maybe there was even a scam involved. You know how they have that Twitter scammer. I haven't really looked too deep into that story, but you know the guy that swindled those females out of like thousands of dollars or something like that. I don't know the story in totality, but yeah, I'm feeling like you could be with some, or this person could have been someone who was very talked a good game. Um, they may have always like wanted something from you or had their hand out or something like that, saying, you know, telling you things that you wanted to hear, but you know, just kind of doing it with an agenda in mind, um, is what I'm getting. I don't think it was like, because I'm not getting anything that's synonymous to like an addiction or anything like that. I think maybe this person is just a con type of person, you know, like they like nice things, but they don't like to really put in a lot of work, is what I'm getting. So, yeah, so that's what I see here. Just be wise, don't be fooled or manipulated, and don't let this person tell you, you know, keep feeding you lies or again telling you what you want to hear for them to get ahead or for them to kind of get their way and meet their own selfish needs, you know. So yeah, so take that how it fits. So again, yeah, just keep it moving. There's something great for you. There's a new foundation, new opportunities. This four of discs, again, for some is saying to really focus on your own situation and don't let anyone compromise that. And also, if you notice, hold on just a moment. Oh, these cards are so stuck together. Hold on one second. Okay, so, but what I was going to say is, this four of disc also, you see that figure, and I always bring this up whenever this card comes up, that what we can see is a butterfly in the back, but it's been scaled in such a way in this picture that it seems like this really big, threatening creature. Very intimidating, but it is not. It's a butterfly. So I'm saying that to say, like, to not become too inundated into this like reclusive nature. Like, don't be afraid to, you know, like if you want a relationship, don't be afraid, okay, of dating or trying out something new just because you've had a bad situation. Definitely give it time, but I just feel like for someone, I'm being inclined to say that I have an inclination to say that to someone, to not be afraid of the world. You know, everyone is not this big scary creature. You know, it's really just a lot of butterflies, and it's just that sometimes, you know, you know, the bad, even though I don't feel like it outweighs the good, it can be a lot more in your face than the good. Like, it's magnified, so it makes it seem like everything is bad or everyone is bad. But really, there's a lot more good in the world than bad. It's just we have to be more selective, and we have to follow the signs and look, and you know, and when people show us, you know, certain mannerisms or actions that speak to who they are, we need to start believing it. And also, we need to stop falling for these like cons. Like, you know, if the person is just like too nice or too, you know, eager, like too fast, you know, we have to take a step back and give things time. So the two angel cards that we pulled, we have do the work. So take that how it fits for whoever this is for. Do the work. This could be maybe again, if this is a situation where you're moving on from a source of dependency, a parent or a relationship, I feel like this is just saying again or reiterating the fact that spirit has you, and everything that you need is out there waiting for you. You just have to do the work and go get it. And then this says vulnerability and freedom, which are two things that we spoke on. Being free of this situation, and but not letting it harden you to the point where you're afraid to be vulnerable ever again, and you become jaded and not wanting to, show love or be in something fulfilling. Because if that's what your heart desires, then it desires it for a reason. You just haven't met that one yet. You maybe have thought you had, but you haven't yet. But trust that they are out there. Just walk in. Uh-oh, my light just went out, y'all. But yeah, just walk. I don't know what just happened. Maybe that was I don't know, a sign. Hold on. Okay, but yeah, so like I was saying, so just walk in faith and in light and in knowing that what's yours is yours, and and don't let anyone compromise that for you. You're the only person that can say yay or nay. You're the only person that can make these types of decisions and dominion over your own life. Don't allow another person to come in and make those decisions for you. So don't let another person come in and make you a hardened and jaded person. Is what I'm trying to say. So I hope that made sense. Thank you so much for being here, Scorpio. Again, this is Dawn Burgeons, and I will talk to you next time. Bye. Okay, Pisces, last but definitely not least. Thank you for being here. Let me fix my light. My light did a weird thing during Scorpio's reading, and so I'm trying to get it back together. Okay, so anyways, thank you, Pisces, for being here. Let's go ahead and dive right into your reading. See what messages we have for you guys. Cards have been pre-shuffled. We have the Devil. We have Eight of Cups. And we have Judgment. So we have, so Pisces is in the center. We also have Capricorn. We have some fire energy as well. Okay, so someone is moving on from something. You have this double energy, and it's like then you have the Eight of Cups where someone is walking or moving on to a different situation. Then you have Judgment. It's really kind of telling. I really don't have to say too much. I feel like, someone is separating themselves from someone or something that is very toxic, from someone or something that has been a very, in some cases this was a hardship, but in some cases this was just really bad energy or something that you couldn't quite let go of. Some people could be getting over and for some I'm getting as I'm talking, and that's the reason I keep stumbling over my words, because I'm trying to hear my own thoughts and speak at the same time. But I'm feeling like for some people it isn't anything that is like super detrimental. I'm feeling like for some people this is a diet situation. Like some people I'm getting like a feeling of Like maybe you want to stop eating meat or dairy, you want to become vegan, or you want to do the keto thing, or it's certain things that maybe your doctor has said, like it may not have anything to do with diet, but like maybe drinking or smoking, you're trying to let go of that. I'm getting that for a select subset of people. But then others, I'm definitely feeling a relationship or a pattern where it's like you're with someone, and you know how you break up for a little while, you go back, you break up, you get back together. For some people, I don't know if this is necessarily something that is super toxic. In some cases, it may be, but in some cases, it's just kind of being involved in something that's not going anywhere, and you know that. So you're not really sure why you keep going through this revolving door with this person. For some people, it's out of convenience because that's who you've grown to know. It feels difficult to kind of tie yourself to another person, and it's like you feel like it's too much time in getting to know someone. Why do that when you already have this person here? Sometimes we stay with people just out of convenience, and because you've grown to know them so well, even though it may not be, you may not be happy with them, even though you guys might have kind of run the course, so to speak. Um, some people, it could have been a certain lifestyle that brought these two people together, clubbing, partying, drug use, that type of thing. Um, Maybe things were kind of heated at the beginning. It could have been like a situation where a one night stand kind of turned or parlayed into a different situation. So now you guys are trying to play this relationship thing, but really you guys aren't yoked at all. It was just a situation that got you guys together, and now it's like, okay, now what? There's no connection. It's run its course. But yeah, so there is someone who is, and the good thing about this Eight of Cups, there are just so many different ways out of the situation, because like this person or this figure, they're contemplating. Definitely, they can see this entirely new dimension ahead of them. They have one foot kind of ready, or kind of on that path. Then the other foot is still set, like that footing is on the land, but they're definitely mulling it over. It seems very far. It's kind of weird and creepy and distant, but it's something that's also calling to them. Like they know it's bigger and better things ahead. They just can't quite get the nerve up to take that step, but they're on that. They're teetering on the line. If you notice this boat that kind of sits off, is kind of saying or suggesting that even if this path is too arduous and long, it's another way out. They can just jump in this boat and just float on. So don't think about it, like don't overthink it. You don't have to do anything too drastic too quick. You know what I mean? Like I know things takes time, so don't be overwhelmed by the bigger picture. It's just piece by piece is what I'm being led to say, little by little and bit by bit. But either way, it's time to move on into bigger and better things. It's time to quit trying to have control over something that you just don't have control over. I'm being led to say that if you haven't gotten a handle on this situation as it stands, then it may be an indicator that this is not a situation for you to get control over. It's just a situation that you need to remove yourself from. I'm being led to say that you cannot, as hard as it is for us to control our own selves, think about how much harder it is to control another individual. This person has to make that decision for themselves, and if they haven't as of the time being, then they may just not be ready. They may never be ready, or maybe they're younger and just not mature enough yet, and maybe they will be years down the line, but now is not the time. If this is a situation where it is something where you're trying to change a lifestyle, I'm being led to say that there's something, it's about seeking something outside of yourself. I know a lot of times we feel like we can do this. And depending on the extremity, or depending on how intense this situation is, maybe there are little ways that we can kind of go about this on our own, as far as changing our lifestyle habits, our eating habits, or whatever the case may be, or certain lifestyle changes. But if it's something that has been kind of like a struggle, then it's saying, it may be indicating that you need to get help from maybe like-minded people. Join a group, even online, like a Facebook group of people going through the same types of situations that you are, that are trying to get over something, over a substance, over, you know, eating particular foods or something, or if you're new to like veganism or a particular diet plan, you know, you can kind of talk to people that are on that same page with you. Again, through different channels, like, you know, YouTube, or a local rec, or, you know, it's different ways of going about so many different things now. You know what I mean? It's 2022 and technology is rampant, and there are so many different ways of meeting people. So just, in other words, just look beyond. If you're a part of a spiritual community, like maybe they have some sort of, you know, counseling at your church or synagogue or something like that to help you talk to someone to get through these times. But I'm saying that for some people, just you may need to look outward, not only inward. You have to look inward first, of course, but if you need additional help, then don't be afraid to seek the help that you need to get through these times. Yeah, I'm gonna pull a few more. I'm being led to say for some people to make sure that you take accountability and realize whatever part you had in this situation, or whatever part you played in this situation. I don't know, I'm feeling that with the Judgment card. Like sometimes whenever we're going through these, through certain moments, we have to look in ourselves too to see what part of us contributed to a particular matter. So I don't know who or what that is for, but there it is. So we have Six of Wands. We have Princess of Swords. And we have Four of Wands. So we have Aries, we have Leo. We also have some air energy, and yeah, so Six of Wands. It's time to step into your power. It's time to accept and receive and awaken to what Spirit has for you. I'm feeling like there is something very, there's a ripple effect that is occurring. I'm feeling like this situation that you are breaking yourself off from, I'm feeling like this is leading into new territory. Maybe for some people this is a story to tell. Like if this is something regarding like a lifestyle change, I'm feeling, or if it's something regarding a breakup or a separation, I'm feeling like regardless of which end of the spectrum you fall on, there is victory in this. People are going to see you winning, whatever it is. So it's like if you are looking to eat better, or to lose weight, or just to get into a different lifestyle pattern, then it's going to be successful. For some people, I'm feeling like there may, like, even like a YouTube channel or something like that, like a lifestyle channel on YouTube that's kind of based on like a certain types of recipes, or just something like that. Or I'm feeling like for some people, like they may begin to lose weight, which of course, we shouldn't, judge ourselves on that. But I'm just saying, sometimes it helps people feel better. And I'm feeling like someone is going to have a glow up because of this. Whatever this situation is, I'm feeling like there is something that is about to emerge from it. There may be someone coming into the picture who is also a part of this journey, a new love situation. because this Princess of Swords in the middle is conducive to news coming in. There's something coming in from someone, and it's something to be celebrated. And the Six of Wands on the other side of it is saying that people are going to acknowledge it and notice it. So yeah, it's pretty heavy, and it is a collective, so it's hard to get extremely pointed. But yeah, I'm feeling like this is, for some people, definitely a new love. And for some people, I feel like it's just a success of winning at something that they've had a hard time getting a handle on in the past. A new love, it may be a new love coming in that is, I don't know, like they're gonna meet. They may be a fire sign. They also may be an air sign, but it's not conducive to that. But I'm feeling that energy, or they may have it somewhere in their chart. But yeah, I mean it's interesting. I mean you'll have to take that how it fits, but definitely keep your eyes and ears and that third eye open. I just know that it's time to move on from this situation that has been a hindrance. Like you're not happy, and you know relationships as they go. You know there are ups and downs, so be very mindful and make sure this is your reading. Don't act on impulse. But if you know that you're more unhappy than you are happy, there are more bad times than good times, that's a telltale sign. There shouldn't be more bad times than good times. Definitely, you shouldn't spend most of your days miserable with just like little sparks of happiness. It should be, you know, mostly happy or positive with little issues here and there, not the other way around. So, that's what I'm getting. I feel like this is going to open up. I feel like this release is going to open up so much more karmically. It's not even, I feel like for some people, you may not even be necessarily looking for love, but it's going to find you. And yeah, and that's what I have. I pulled out of my angel deck. We have vulnerability and freedom. So that kind of speaks for itself. Freedom of all of the muck and the turmoil and despair and every other thing that you feel like has been an anchor or an hindrance, and just the wisdom to know when to be vulnerable. Like it's not, we talk about this a lot about how we put up our walls and our defenses, which is good. We have this Princess of Swords energy here, so it's good to be aware, but we don't want to miss out on what or who spirit has for us. So it's okay to be vulnerable, but that doesn't mean you have to be a fool, and it doesn't mean you have to be naive. So, but just aware, because as much as you want to ward off everything that is not meant for you, you don't want to ward off and push away something that is a blessing either. So it's about, that balance and being able to tell one from the other. And the second one we pulled, it was harmony and resolution. So yeah, it's about like being able to let things go once you come from it. Learning how to detach yourself, not dwindling back and forth and teetering back and forth, like breaking up, getting back together, learning how to cut it off, absolving yourself from it in totality, and being able to move forward in peace and harmony without that, how do you want to call it, that cloud just kind of lingering over you. So that's what I have for you guys, Pisces. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this made sense. I'll be working on my audio. I don't know where my headphones are. So yeah, hopefully you can hear me. If not, then I guess I'll just have to talk over the whole video or edit it or something. But Anyway, so yeah, that's what we have for you guys. If you like, please do leave a comment and let me know what you think. Or like, share, subscribe. And I do look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.